You better love me again. You better love me again.
Welcome back, guys, to another video of Sirgrizzles channel. Today I will be doing a new series which is going to be learning with Sirgrizzles. Let me explain to you guys what this series is going to be about. So basically this series is going to involve me grabbing one specific topic about boxing beta and basically just teaching you guys about it and making you guys kind of open your brain to new ideas and knowing how to get better at the game. So by example, there are going to be times where it's just going to be a tip, and there's going to be times where you're going to be able to choose between two different playstyles. By example, let's say we're going to be learning about block management. Then we're going to be teaching you guys how to keep your block high, etc., etc. Health, your stamina, etc., etc. If you guys would like me to do like a specific one that you guys want to do, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will do that 1000%. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing this series. In the first episode of this series, we're going to be teaching you about the two different styles of boxing beta, which are the most popular, which is aggressive and passive. There is a little bit of a middle ground in passive aggressive. I will talk about it, but I won't talk about it too much because it's very tough to play. Those are going to be the two styles I'm going to go over today. We are going to start with the aggressive. I'm going to be teaching you guys the pros and cons of each and how to fight in both. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Sit down, grab some popcorn, join the Discord server, and let's get on with the aggressive style. We are going to start with the aggressive style. In the aggressive style, you are the aggressor. You're going to be the one that's going to set the tone of the fight. Against very, very low-ranked players, this is the most annoying playstyle to play against because you are the one setting the tone for the other opponent. You're the one that's going to tell them, you play with my rhythm or else you lose. That's basically what this style is. Your entire goal is to get in someone's face and proceed to just overload them so you lose their block, forcing them to do dodges. And you are going to be very, very, very annoying to play against. Think a bit of more of like a mosquito. You're going to be always around. You're going to be moving around. It's going to be hard to... It's going to be very, very, very just annoying to play against you. Here are the pros of playing with this. So first things first, you are very, very focusing on the block. You're going to be attacking their block all the time. Your entire goal is to go for that block and to deal free damage while not getting hit yourself. The main pro of a aggressive player is trading. Trading is the best thing that they can have. With the addition of standstill blocks or standstill dodges, this style takes it to a whole new level, because before if you had, by example, the original dodges, so let's say let's go with the default dodges, you were forced to move around on your dodges, which kind of made it so that you would run away from someone. With the standstill version though, you'll be able to stay near your opponent while still being able to dodge. That's why I believe that the peekaboo is going to be the best dodging style if you're going to be playing aggressive, because you're going to be a lot more aggressive and there's still the step back that you can do to get out of sticky situations. That's why that's why I believe that peekaboo is going to be the best for aggressive fighters. Although this is very it's very easy to play, yet there are some cons with this fighting style. So first things first, if you cannot land your punches when they dodge, this playstyle is going to be very difficult to play for you, because there's a lot of players that just dodge only. Those guys are going to kill you, because keep in mind, if you do a successful dodge, it takes 7 HP of your dodge on the top of your screen right here. It takes 7 to dodge, and if you get a successful dodge, you get 4 of it back, so you only take 3, which is very, very good. If you punch and you always miss your mark, then you're going to lose a lot more stamina on your end, and you're going to wonder, oh, I didn't dodge much, why did I lose so much? So being aggressive, you have to learn when to hit your opponent, because when they're in that dodging move, that's the perfect time to hit, because right when they go up on their dodging point, they cannot do anything. So look, I'm going to basically spam click and just watch me. I'm not going to be able to get a punch at all. So watch, I'm going to spam click. So look, watch. Look how slow it is to get that damage output. It's very tough to get that up. So right when the opponent basically starts bobbing his head upwards, or for the peekaboo when he starts moving upwards, that's the best time to hit your opponent, because that's going to be the time where they can't hit you, but you get a free shot off. But if you hit them on the way down, or when they're already all the way down, they're going to dodge that attack, and they're going to be able to attack you, because you're just gonna waste a punch, and it's not gonna matter much even if you hit another one. So it's very, people say it's very easy because you could just double up on punches. There are a few combos you can do to get better into that aggressive style. So by example, double punch, step back, double punch side, just timing your punches, and then 1-2, and then you could dodge again. Dodging, like it's very there's a lot of combos you can do, but the main goal of a aggressive fighter is to stay in that person's face. So step back is probably going to be the least used dodge out of all the dodges. So by example, the easy combos like I just explained is double punch and then just like blocking, double punch, blocking. If you see that your opponent is doing this all the time and just timing your punches only, then the best thing you can do is double punch and then step back. So double punch, step back, and now to the double punch, step back. Because that is going to get you 12 damage instead of their 8, and you're going to be doing just fine. Just remember that if you want to do this combo, your bar is all the way down. You don't just start at 4 and then go down. So this combo is going to be your go-to when you're fighting. You can add in some dodges on top of it too. But the main goal as well is to control the center of the ring to make sure that these dodges are like, even if you do dodge to the left, you're not really losing too much. And if they do dodge away, you won't lose as much stamina having to chase them. So that's basically the aggressive fighter. I'm going to go do a few fights, and I'm going to explain to you guys how the aggressive fighter works. If you guys need a small build where you guys can use the aggressive fighter, here what I can suggest. So the best side, it doesn't really matter. I use probably orthodox just because, but that's basically the one of the most popular ones. I use southpaw here and there, but yeah. So for the power punch here, you have two options. I would suggest overhand right and uppercut. Overhand right because it's super quick and you just go bang really quickly, but uppercut because it's very sneaky. Since you're always going to be super close to your opponent, it's going to be very tough to see this power punch. So I'm going to use the uppercut power punch here to basically just kind of show that. The block really does not matter. I would use casual just because it's more aggressive, it seems like, or intimidating. The idle, I would suggest either or, but I use lead hand down, looks more scary. And the dodging, you'd go peekaboo to kind of stay close whenever you're doing your dodges, not needing to actually move around. So for the combo, a lot of the most popular one is all uppercuts. So literally, it's literally the most popular one. I'm not joking you. When I say everyone runs all uppercuts, everyone runs all uppercuts. It's literally the most annoying one out of all of them. Literally everyone uses them. It's actually so annoying, but it doesn't give a strategic advantage. It's because you're always in someone's face, and it's easier to see when you have one punch, right? It's easier to see that you have one punch that's going to be throwing, right? So I'm going to be using all uppercuts to kind of show you guys. So you have uppercuts and dodges. So that's basically going to be the build that you can use just to be very hyper aggressive. So I'm going to go do some fights and fight aggressively and show you guys how it's done. So right here, your opponent here. So my entire goal right now is to deal as much damage. So I'm very aggressive here. You can see he's not getting any chance to breathe really. And basically this guy is just it's not the most experienced fighter. I'm going to try fighting some more experienced fighters. But basically, this guy, he was basically not able to do much. So I'm just going to get back in his face here. So you can see I'm just timing my punches, got my power punch off. Even if he hit me a few times, I'm still able to absolutely murder him because I'm timing my punches and I'm blocking after each punch. Make sure that after each punch, you punch block, punch block, punch block, punch block, punch block, so that you will not get hit once you get hit. So to kind of teach you guys the combos again, you got double punch back, double punch side, holding your block to heal, side double punch. You get the idea. It's very, very, very simplistic. Alright, we're going to try and fight a little bit more experience, so 1700. I might try and fight a 2100 afterwards. So right here, look, I'm always in his face. I'm not letting him get that dodge up. And when my block is low, I'm just staying aggressive, not trying to really let my block go down. So you can see now he's very low. I'm going to use my uppercut right here. Perfect. So as you can see, when I have low block, I'm going to teach you guys that in block management as well. I make sure to not use my block too much. I'm going to use my dodges a little bit more. So So you see I don't have my dodge. So I'm going to hold my block and run so he gets close. I'm going to drop it to make sure I don't use too much of my block. And then now it's back up so I can just be a little bit more aggressive. So you can see this guy dodges a lot more. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful. I'm going to break his power punch, or his block with my power punch, and there we go. So he's going to be a little bit more careful because of his, you guys got to just be a bit careful because he's dodging a lot. So you can see right there, I have to be careful with his dodges. I'm just timing my punches so that whenever he dodges, he goes back up. So you can see he's dodging, he goes right back up, I punch him. Basically, the timing has to be perfect. This guy is actually making me train this pretty well, so it's not bad. There we go. Boom. You can see when he got up, he couldn't punch me or block because he was in a state where he couldn't hit me. So that's basically the aggressive fighting. Let's go and try and fight this 2100. I am not fought a diamond in a bit. So, yeah, here we go. Let's try fighting this aggressively. So here, let me try and do some double punch combos. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful from me. Okay, make sure his block isn't coming back, so now I'm just going to be a bit more aggressive. Beautiful power punch. Oh, made him stumble! Woo! So yeah, you can see I made it sure his block couldn't recharge. My entire goal is to make sure that block did not recharge. So now I'm going to try and heal up a bit. Beautiful double punch. Okay, I'm going to back up because my health is a little bit lower. Hit his block. I thought I dodged that. That's okay, though. Yeah, so I did not do too well here, so I do have to kind of go down to a bit more of a defensive style. So let me just try and get back to it. Oh, that was beautiful dodge from him. Gonna make sure that block doesn't recharge. Beautiful try from him, but that was good. So there are moments where you do have to play a little bit more passively. Let's say you get low health, you do have to play a little bit more passively. But this is more of like a thing where right beginning of the round, you're right in his face. Beautiful double punch from me. Beautiful double punch again. Beautiful power punch from me again. You see, I'm not letting him go. I still notice I have the advantage, so I'm going to play a little bit more aggressive. That was a little bit more risky on my end, but that's okay. There we go. That was a little bit more risky. You saw my stamina was very low. That was very risky. I thought I was going to get the knockout, but that's still very good. GG's. So that's basically the aggressive style. You're really in their face. You're not letting their block recharge at all. Yeah, that's basically the aggressive style. Now I'm gonna teach you guys the passive style, which is what I play. So I'm gonna be a little bit more, I'm gonna be a little bit more defensive. I'm gonna teach you guys that now. Let's go sub to Sirgrizzles. All right, guys. So we just learned the the aggressive fighter. Now we will be learning about the passive fighter, which is what I learned. This is way too bright. Bro, who put the brightness to this? God damn. The passive fighter. Let me explain to you guys what the passive fighter. Usually they use Philly or default movement because it's movement. You want to move. You want to be kind of like a little bit of a you're kind of like a flying swallow. You're a little bit more floaty, you're a little bit more dodgy. What do you do with these types of fighters? This fighter, his entire goal is to win trades. So what am I saying by this? So you know when I said about making sure that when they hit you, you hit them right back? Their entire goal is to make a little bit of damage, do a little dodge, and then they step back and then they heal. And then they try and bait their bunches. They're trying to be very, very passive and fight the right time moment to break your... They want to make you waste your stamina by dodging a lot to basically win the fight in the long run. So by example, they're going to be baiting a lot. They're going to act like they're going aggressive and then they'll back up to kind of make you waste your power punch, your normal punches. Making you do this, which is around 10 to 9 stamina worth a punch. So this is going to be a very mental type of fighter. This guy's going to be a little bit more defensive, and they're going to be a little bit more on the, you know, let's stay back and let's try and figure this out. They do tend to be aggressive too, so let's say they find their opening, then they're going to switch it up, because the opponent will not see the switch from the offensive to defense, from the defensive to offensive playstyle. So that's what we also call a passive aggressive player, but it's whatever you feel. So the pros and cons of this: pro, you are dodging a lot, so you're gonna be very, very swiffy. You're gonna be a lot more on in that kind of range. Con with that though, to kind of just mix that up with it, you are using a lot of stamina. Stamina management has to be on point if you're going to use this. You got to find the right times to heal up your stamina. You got to find the right times to heal up, because you're going to be eating some punches. Keep that in mind. So, using this style is very useful. You can't. The main tip I can give is not to do this. Don't dodge over and over and over and over and over again. You really have to select your dodges. You got to, you know, trade, and then at one point you're going to dodge back. Like once I said, double punch pack. Like you got to change up your rhythm. You can't always be doing the same things over and over. That's for every fighter. You cannot always be doing this, and then back. You can't just keep doing this. You have to change it up somehow for it to work. If it still works, I mean, hey, do it. I don't mind it. But I'm saying after a while, if you're fighting somebody that's good, he's going to figure that what you are. He's going to figure out what you're doing and what you're going to be doing. So that's basically the passive fighter. They're pros. They're very swift. They're going to be very, very good at trading, and they're going to be you're going to be a lot more controlled in your fight. Your entire goal is to not fall into your opponent's kind of. If you're fighting somebody aggressive, your entire goal is not to fall into their rhythm, but go into your own rhythm. That's the only way you're going to win. You got to figure out the best times to punch. You can't play their game and start spamming as well. Then that's when you're going to lose. The best times is to just take your time, let the game smoothen out, and then once you figure out a good time to actually go in and do some damage, that's when you go in. All right, so a good build that I've been using a lot is going to be very Philly related. So Philly Shell, Orthodox, with the Gazelle Power Punch, because you're going for range. You're going for a lot more range. So that's why whenever you're doing this Power Punch, it's going to be very long range. You're going to be going over. Alright, so let's get on with the punch sequence. So it's going to start off as follows. So we're going to start off with regular left jab. Regular left jab. Keep in mind, this is for Orthodox. If you're Southpaw, mirror that. So regular jab, regular right jab, regular right jab. Regular left hook. After that, you can go with regular uppercut. And then after that, you go with regular right hook. So it should look something like this. You see how all the punches are very, very, very far away? You could even change that last one for just a regular right jab to make even more distance. So you go like this. So it's very just distance based. So you're going to be learning. This is the best thing because it shows you the range of each attack. So that's the best thing you can do for that type of range. And then you're using Philly all the way for everything else. So I'm going to go fight some more. I'm going to try and teach you guys the passive, and let's get on with this. I just realized as well, I'm fighting in very high ping servers. So this is, everyone's been asking how you fight against aggressive fighter. Demon is a aggressive fighter, so I'm going to show you how to do this with a passive playstyle. Here we go. So you can see I'm a bit more on my toes. I'm looking for moments to fight. So you can see moments I do go aggressive. So right here I'm trying to get a piece of that block. Break his block. I thought I dodged that. That's okay. So you can see I'm a little bit more passive. I can try and get a bit more on that. He's a lot better at timing than I am, so he's a little bit more passive than I thought. My punches right there were on point. You can see I'm a little bit more on that. Beautiful dodges from me. So you can see middle of the fight you do lose a little bit, but if you stay composed. Beautiful power punch. He stumbles. There we go. That is beautiful. You can see at the beginning I was losing a little bit, but if you stick to that, if you stick to kind of like that fight, if you stick to kind of like your playstyle and you don't fall over their playstyle, you should be okay. Beautiful double punch from me. You can see I'm not doing the same things here. I'm just going to back up a bit. I'm going to bait this to see if he'll do anything. So I'm going to go in and fake it. There are moments where I have to be aggressive. Beautiful double punch from me. Beautiful power punch from me. Good power punch from him, though. You see my block again. I dropped it down to let it heal up. Beautiful. Gonna try and just stay back a little bit. See, now he has no blocks. I'm gonna be a little more aggressive. Beautiful. You see, you still have to keep your rhythm. You can be aggressive when you want to, but main time you're a little bit more defensive. So you can see a little bit more passive here. Broke his block. Now I'm going to be a bit more aggressive. Beautiful dodges from me. His block is low. The best tip that I can give you guys is learning how to fight out of the corner. Because as a passive fighter, you will get cornered a lot by very experienced aggressive fighters. Good power punch from him. I'm still in his face though. Beautiful power punch from me. And that is GG's. You can see I'm playing my rhythm, but I am being aggressive, so he doesn't know how to react to this. That is GG's. I hope you guys use this playstyle a lot because this is very good. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. This is going to be the first episode on learning with Sirgrizzles. I hope you guys enjoy this series. If you do, please let me know in the comments what you guys like to learn next. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.